The lovely lady is here. Now we're gonna stand up again. Spanky, would you lead us to pledge allegiance?
Sure.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, would you lead us in prayer?
Yeah. Lord, we come to you thanking you for the opportunities and the joys that you bring to us. We ask that you will guide our thoughts, guide us in making decisions that are good for the city, good for the citizens, and let us always be seeking you in our decisions. For it's in your Son's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Are there any questions or concerns from the audience that other than what we're going to be looking at here later today? We're going to take consideration to action the minutes from the previous session.
Make a motion to approve as written.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
So be it. Now,
Here comes Jimmy Hill.
there's going to be some change on this. We'll look at 309 Estorino first. It's on down. Let me see. It's just about the last one.
Just in time, Jim and I. There.
I was afraid it closed.
You think I need to work with someone?
Okay, do we have someone that is representing this property today?
Yes.
Would you come up to the microphone and talk to us?
Sure.
You gotta open
I'll open this,
the hearing.
I gotta remember to open and close stuff. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I am the owner of 309 and 311 Estorino. I've been working to get this property undone and redone. I've had some problems with contractors. I'm sure y'all are familiar with that problem in this area. I have gotten the property cleaned off except for the garage, and I did leave Mr. Bird a message that I was ready for the garage to be inspected, because my plan for that is to pull that entire roof off and have a new roof put on. I've walked around it, and I can't figure this out, and I'm not going up on top of it, but somehow the pitch changes. Like the roof comes and then it comes at a different angle towards the
You
back.
got that picture, Tom?
John?
And I'm looking for someone to tear the roof off and replace it. I had two contractors come. One of them told me it'd be cheaper for us to put up a new metal building. It is not. And it's a solid brick building on a solid concrete foundation. I'd rather keep the one I have. I've also been advised by local contractors and the ones in Amarillo that if I can hold off starting this job until winter, I'll have more availability and better prices apparently. I don't know, we don't get that much snow here. I don't know why it would make that big a difference, but they say work really slows down in the winter.
Okay.
I'm not trying to avoid y'all. Y'all have got my bond still on file, but I usually work full-time.
John?
So, Miss Gaddy, they did make a good effort at getting that cleaned up. It is clean, but she's at a point now where she's done all that she's capable of doing. Now she's gonna have to hand it over to somebody that specializes in that type of demolition. I think our concern with this is that it is hanging there just dangling, so with our winds in this area, we're afraid that at some point, the wind's gonna catch what is there and
I'm
blow
kinda
it
hoping
onto
it
somebody
will.
else's property, or, possibly damage her own property. So that's where we're at right now. She did state this morning that she's had trouble getting a hold of a contractor to take care of it for her. So I guess Ms. Gaddy is here today just to speak on behalf of the property and let you guys know that she does want to move forward. She's having a hard time getting somebody over there that's qualified, that can do the job.
And
I work
I can testify to that myself. It is hard to get contractors over there, especially in the summertime when they're roofing and painting and, so I do encourage that we do work with this lady, but something does have to be done with that roof half hanging off. What contractors have you been involved with?
Oh, let's see.
Or, let me re-ask that. Which contractor do you think you might be going with?
There's actually one out of Amarillo, and I want to say it's Rania Contractors. I've been through Blue Ridge. I talked to Mesa. Blue Ridge is the one that said, oh, we'll just tear it down and put a metal building up. And I said, no. I'm not going from concrete and sturdy to metal and iffy. I have worked with Don Murray. I've worked with, I can't remember his name now. He's the one that started on it, and he had a stroke. So he had his crew complete the work I paid him for. And then, of course, I ended up doing the cleanup with some day labor.
We saw that last time.
I've already paid
Whatever's holding
just
that
under
header up,
$1,500 to haul off
Right here.
material.
so the roof come with it.
I'm not really trying to avoid this. I've had trouble with that very thing. Nobody wants to take that little piece of a roof off. I talked to the contractor that was working on my house. I talked to Shelton. I can't remember his first name, but he was the one doing the demolition. And for some reason, that's a big issue. And that I've gone out and I keep looking at it thinking, if I could get up there with a crowbar, I bet I could make it fall into that yard. But obviously, I'm not gonna be getting up on the roof.
Yeah.
If you guys have suggestions, if you know somebody, and I know y'all can't, I wouldn't consider it a conflict of interest if y'all knew of somebody that could do that part for me.
Yeah. But his-
Jimmy, you have any suggestions on what you're saying there?
Not really. I was listening to Ralph, so I didn't catch everything. So what?
They're not really giving you a reason why they can't.
They're just saying, well, we're not gonna do that part. If you get that done, we'll come back. So I'm gonna work with someone out of Amarillo. Like I said, this Blue Ridge came and told me I needed a new roof on my house, which State Farm looked at and said,
And they
no.
won't even take that piece of roof off?
They want me to take it off before anybody else besides Blue Ridge will work on it. And Blue Ridge would do the job if they could take the whole
So you
garage
told them
down.
if you could do that, you'd just do it all? Why would you need them?
Yes, sir, I have.
That's what I'd tell them.
Yeah, I don't understand why I can't just.
I do not know why that's such an issue. I mean, it's in there
It
with
doesn't
nails.
look like it should be.
I don't know unless there's something here that, where she's wanting to save that other half, but I mean.
No, there's nothing. I told
I don't
them,
know if
take
this
that
is a
down, I'm gonna
better-
take the whole roof off there.
Shows you.
It looked like you had a real steep pitch on that one side.
Well, it's the pitch change. That's what I'm saying. I've walked around and walked around, and I can't really see where it happens, but
Yeah,
somewhere the
this may be
pitch
a
totally
better-
changes on the roof.
Better
Yeah.
view,
Well,
but
what you're looking at there is that header.
I don't know. It's hard to.
Yeah, this header right
Yeah.
here, but it's,
That was up, which would have raised that pitch on up even.
yeah, but
And that header being out.
but that's still a deeper pitch, it looks like, than this one right here.
It
Looks
comes
like the one
down,
on the left
and
was
it's like
steeper than
this,
the
and
one
then
on the right.
somewhere
Yeah,
there's a
it's not
gable that
center.
Yeah,
turns.
okay.
Well, the only
So that
question I
makes
have
you
too
think this
is,
part was added after that part was
Yeah.
right there.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
saying, let's pull the whole
I think you're
flipping
right.
roof off and redo it. You know, I'm hoping I'll find someone that can retain the materials that can be reused and just re-roof, not put shingles down, but put a
There
new
was
roof
fire
on
here.
there.
did that thing have a basement under it?
Fire here.
No, it
It
had a
looks like
little-
this picture had something under.
It had a little root cellar, but it's, part of the house was up on a
That
What do
don't
you
look
call it?
near as long.
pier and beam.
It does
And
there.
the part of that's left of the driveway is all slab on grade.
This is not proportional.
I'm learning all kinds of
It's-
new terms I never thought I'd need.
So
But I
one
can
side
tell
of this
how
house
much of
still
that
has
roof's
part of the
still
pier and
there,
beam
how
on
much
it, and then
of
the
it-
other part
Is a
has the
lot of it
garage.
gone
A lot of the back
after
is-
this
The
happens?
back is,
think more
the
than
back
half of
is
that
just
is
one
So
area that they
half
didn't
that
finish,
back
and
here
that's
is
the only
gone.
thing on pier and beam, and I'm thinking,
It's about a third
I'm
of
gonna
And this
turn
is
that
what
into
it
a
used to
deck.
look like
No, that's today.
today?
And these were last month, I guess.
Well, if you got Gemini confused.
Gemini's too old to do that.
Bo.
Way too old.
and I guess I have to have an architect draw a
If
plan
she's
for
gonna
the roof.
redo all this crap.
Yeah,
I
why
guess I
wouldn't they just pick
misunderstood
that
that school,
header
I don't
back
even
up
know
and
where to
support
find
it
an
and see what
architect.
kind of problems you
No.
got after that?
You could almost, yeah.
yeah, raise that header back up and see what you got from there.
Okay, excuse me, sir, what's a header?
The part that's dropped down,
That big
That bottom
beam,
part
that
that's
big
dropped
beam
down.
that drops
Oh,
down.
okay.
Is
So
the,
a header normally is two pieces of board that is sandwiched together.
is the garage out
and
that way?
creates
your
a
picture
beam
looks 1,000
Okay.
times
That's stronger
Because
for
if
those
it's-
things.
the reason-
Yeah.
See the roof line
But
here?
look how
Yeah.
little this is and how long that thing is
Just
compared
the angle,
to,
I guess, huh?
I
Yeah.
guess, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's taking this way, that's
Because
ours
taking
came
this
from
way.
a block.
This
Just
one's
see.
basically straight
So
from.
my question is,
Counting the blocks, see if it's even the same damn
What
picture.
happened is, they did have like
So
rings
it's
all
like-
over this fence here,
They'll
so you
come
couldn't
up.
see through it. But now it's all dyed,
it's,
so now I can
it's,
Oh.
it's the last one.
It sounded real fancy, I was going, I don't know how
Anyway,
to
it
do
looks
that.
like,
Picking that up and then see what
Because
that
it's the
is.
lining of
going
your
out
muscle.
that way.
Yeah,
Like, that's where the garage
Would be
is.
what I would think without seeing it. Yeah, you have to be careful, the whole thing don't come down when you take it back
But
up.
our big concern is that
Yeah, but that's gonna
That's
fall,
what they
and
do for a living.
I think with the weight behind it, even with our winds, it'd fall straight into my yard, but still, I understand it's a huge hazard.
Looks to me like.
and probably the biggest hazard is on you, but
look at this one.
since it was already
I'm
in
telling you,
our
if it can
system.
See, it
happen,
looks
it'll
like there's,
happen.
is this where the garage is out this direction? Is
I
this?
think the garage was under here.
No,
No, because
no,
there's a
not out
button.
there, it's not.
No,
Everything out there is flat as a flitter.
because you've got that in front of it. Well,
Could you come look at these pictures and orient us a little bit?
but- Now,
Okay,
was there a building over this area?
that was the kitchen area of the house that they didn't finish tearing down. Like I said, they got so far and just
Quit.
stopped. Now, if you tear off that,
This,
well, yeah, I know that part needs to be, but beneath that drywall is brick. On all four sides, it's bricked in.
of this building?
Yeah, all four sides are brick.
So it's big brick behind all this wood framing right here?
Yeah,
Okay, is there anything on this side of the house going out that way?
the rest of the garage,
Okay, the garage is out in front of that.
yeah.
Okay, so that's more of a storage area.
Well, that's the garage is very long. You could park 2 cars end to end.
Okay, all right. So anyway, there's garage brick
So
and,
does the white door open into the garage?
Yes, there's steps down because it goes from the pier and beam into the
concrete.
slab on grade there.
Yeah, see, I was looking a while ago, you said this is where the root cellar is?
No, there's nothing under there.
Well, it looks like,
It looks like there is, but that goes straight to the ground. I think you're just seeing the brick,
the brick holding up this floor joist?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's,
Well, that's where y'all were throwing me. I was going, what? No.
yeah, see, because see, it
Yeah.
looks like there's
This is the-
windows in there.
This is the only part, I think there was before they added the garage. Remember, this was a little Univista camp. This house actually burned down in 1987. This part was not touched. As a matter of fact, all that was the southeast corner of the house burned down. Of course, there was massive smoke damage.
Okay.
But this, okay, you've got a better picture of it than I had in my head. This needs to just come off because the front part from that wall forward is just a little, I don't know what I'd call a typical roof. It goes like this.
Because the roof up here, see, I guess that's roof right there, over the garage.
And it's just a normal
It's just a
roof.
standard 312 roof, probably.
And what I want is that all torn off and just a normal roof put up there.
Interesting.
So,
I think it was a big deal back when they were building onto these houses. It was,
Like an upstairs bedroom or
well,
something.
no, they did multiple gables.
Oh.
You know, they changed the pitches. I don't know why. It just makes it more likely to leak.
Or maybe the roof went into
okay,
it this
so
way.
this area, are
I
you
think
going to
you're
have
right. I think
anything
it was
over
just a roof that
this
that was
area
a-
right here?
I'm gonna pull that out and make it a deck,
And it had it
because
on
that
each
wood is
side.
good. And I think if I just took out that old flooring, I could make that just a little deck. I could. maybe
This area
even-
right here?
Yeah, that's pier on beam, and then there's flooring underneath that.
Oh, okay.
And then
Because it looks, from where I was sitting, it looked like it was concrete.
oh no, that's the last of my pier on beam that goes up to that house.
There's concrete here
Yeah,
and there.
and that's the only little part that's left that's actually raised up.
Okay. And they poured the concrete up to that.
Yeah, that was a little sunroom. I know you can't tell it. This was a really nice house back when the Stablos had it. It was 3 bedrooms, had a little sun porch.
I remember their daughters.
Yeah, that was Gail and
Twin.
Jenny's home house.
Yeah. So this is basically the problem hanging is the contractors. Right?
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding anyone to do it. And like I said, they keep putting me off saying if you could do it in the winter, it would be available, it'd cost you less. And I,
Till they get an ice storm and then they won't come to work.
yeah.
Or it gets really cold and they won't come to work.
Yeah, I've had trouble with having people show up. I've been trying to redo my house. I'm not calling it remodeling because I'm not changing anything. I'm painting and getting new windows and stuff put in and new siding, and I've had trouble getting that finished. I've been working on that for 2 years.
Okay. Well, that gives us a better idea of what you're dealing with or what we're looking at there.
So I will get that down as quickly as I can. I really can't give y'all a good time frame right now. And I know this is becoming urgent because of the way it was left with no support.
Well,
Yeah.
like John said, my concern is the wind. Of course, we have a little bit of that around here,
No.
Occasionally.
occasionally, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
How long's it been hanging like this?
See, the July is when that contractor had his stroke and said he would be back. I'm killing off contractors, guys. You really, I'll get one out of Amarillo next time so we have them left here in Borger.
That'd be my suggestion, is maybe give her so much time to get some bids and
Yep, just keep working on it.
Okay. Are we through with discussion? I would entertain a motion.
How about 2 meetings, and in the meantime, try to get that beam secured where it's just supported, and then work on getting the rest of the contracting
All right.
going? How does that sound?
So you're saying that this October, November, the December meeting?
Yes.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Sure.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? So be it.
Thank you so much.
Thank
By
you for
December,
coming
I
in.
should
Thanks,
hope
yeah,
y'all
thanks
have-
for coming in.
Appreciate you putting your eyes on this and helping us understand it.
No problem. That whole neighborhood, when people built on, I guess it was real fashionable to do different pitches. It's horrible in real life. Thank you.
She kind of understands buildings.
Okay, I guess we'll then go to 315 Madison. Is there anyone here with that area?
There's not anyone here today. I did speak to somebody who is in the process of trying to purchase that home.
Oh, my gosh.
And their intention is to try and rehab it and get it sold. They're from Corpus Christi, so they weren't able to make this meeting. So I think what we want to do is recommend that we give them till the next meeting, and he said he would personally be in for the next meeting to discuss, what his plans are for that property.
Okay. Is there any other discussion before we take a motion?
Look at that.
What are you seeing there?
I'm looking at the current value that they have on that place. See, wait, you're gonna have to close call. They show living 1,800 square feet. Wow. Okay.
Okay, do we have any other discussion before we go to vote?
Did you open and close the meeting?
Hey, I opened the first one. Now I'm closing it.
There you go.
Good job. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we look at it at the next meeting.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. So be it. Now, let's go on to 309.
We don't have anybody for this property today. Have not heard from anybody on the property. This property has windows that are busted out. It's got rotted wood all around it. The electrical service is outdated. It would need to be upgraded. It's overgrown with weeds, trash, and debris. It is just a nuisance to the neighborhood in that area.
We've got it appraised at 51,000.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$51,000. Yeah,
John, who was the owner on this property?
how many square feet? It's like,
It used to be Neil Ferguson's. Neil's well. Yeah, I remember Neil.
Unknown.
He's got a basement in it too that probably got
probably first floor going into the basement.
Just a
Went from
quick
30
exit.
33 and 2 years ago to 51 now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just got another evaluation.
This is 1,600 square feet. That's the state, pushing them to do it. And you haven't heard from anybody?
We have not heard from anybody as far as I know.
We do not have a mailing address, so we have posted the property.
Is this the one?
Is that where J.J. Haynes lived? Joseph Haynes? Remember
No,
Joseph?
the first one.
Neil
Ferguson lived there.
The previous one that y'all just heard was that.
That was his?
Yes, sir.
This is Ferguson?
Yeah, then he had some family members after he passed away, and I think most of them are gone now.
If I'm not mistaken, they hadn't paid the taxes since 17, I think that's what I was looking at. Yeah.
Got one sign left over in Amarillo.
Have what? They have what?
He's got one son in Amarillo, I think. The only one I know is left. If they still own it, which I guess they do.
Is this T in Ferguson the one that, was that the gentleman that originally owned it? You think?
I don't know, maybe, Tommy's the boy that's left. Neil, that's all I knew was Neil. Did you know
Well,
anything
that
else?
end might be
Haven't paid since 17. Haven't paid taxes since 70, since,
17.
yeah.
Are we on the white one or the blue one?
White one.
White one?
Okay.
Would you? pay
Somebody's wanting to
taxes
buy
on
the
it?
blue one?
Yeah.
I think
Somebody
everybody
wouldn't
did.
feel
They're trying to sell that one.
Yeah, if they give me 5,100.
After the two of them passed away, I don't.
Is this the first time this has come before us?
Yes, sir.
So sending out the information to whatever we have, is the only mailing address you have is the 309 Madison?
Yes, sir.
So no family members we know of?
Not that we could find. You said Tommy was possible son?
Yeah, he is. He lives in Amarillo, I can probably get ahold of him.
And I think we're gonna mow both of these properties, I think, pretty soon.
They need to be.
It doesn't, it's no good, I
And-
guarantee. Inside.
Oh, yeah. The house,
The outside's about equal to the
It was
inside.
way bad 15 years ago.
oh, yeah. Well, that's up to y'all then, so, whatever y'all. I just wondered if, since both these houses are next door to each other and we hadn't been able to contact anybody.
Wilson's got a basement that I know
Yeah,
is
so
crumbling in years ago. I went down to a lot of floor furnace in there and I was a little scared.
You mean it's got possible sudden entry in the basement,
Probably,
unintentional?
I would doubt it.
Okay.
Well, thanks for that information.
I think it's interesting that he knows it.
I've been in it, I used to go over there and play cards with Neil a long time ago. He had a welding shop in the back.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, he welded a trailer up for me one time.
Looks like he welded the fence.
And of course, I had to fix everything that ever went wrong in that house as long as he was around.
Is there any other discussion while we're talking about it?
Do we need,
Close it. Now, I'll take a motion.
you wanna see if you can get a hold of the son?
I could try.
Let's give him another meeting then, see if he can get a hold of the son.
I have a motion to look at this at our next meeting. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So be it. That was close. Now,
It's probably gonna get demolished anyway.
we're going to 1408 Clayton. We'll open the discussion.
And that's his house, or his wife's house.
Yeah, we finally got the squatters out, I guess, and I boarded up the front door, back door, well, not the front door, but the back door, windows. I didn't get a piece of
Yes.
board over that cellar, but, is there anything pressing that I need to do to it?
I think general cleanup, you got a lot of trash in the backyard.
I don't see it, Page.
That window
Down there.
on the
It's a 10-year page.
southwest corner,
Go
where you board it up from the inside. So if you board that up from the outside, that's gonna keep you from getting all that moisture in there, and then just get all everything you boarded up, get it painted a neutral color. And the vehicle in the driveway, just find something to do with that.
I talked to her about that, and she, I guess it was her late husband's, so I guess she wanted to keep it, but she wanted to keep it, then she needed to go ahead and get it towed to a shop.
Yeah, so what's gonna happen eventually is that vehicle's gonna draw people to that house, and they're gonna do damage to that vehicle, the house, and possibly neighboring houses. That's how that works out.
I'll press her on getting that out the way. As far as, I guess the inside total clean out and everything, she said that she got stuff that she want, so I don't wanna step on her toes. I'm like, okay, you and your daughter need to come over here and get what y'all need out, so
Yeah, and we
I can
can
go
work
ahead and
with
bring
you
the
guys.
rollover, the roll off and start.
We can work with you on that, as long as you guys are making progress, but I think as of right now, the outside is what's gonna keep you, or what's gonna keep that property on this list, because they're gonna keep calling in about the condition of that property.
Okay.
Getting that cellar boarded up, somebody walk across there at night and fall into that thing,
I ain't gonna fall far, it's a lot of
and, yeah,
debris in there, but I will, get that this weekend.
okay.
Board it. I already had it board, I just haven't took it over there. I do a lot extra.
You say you had squatters in there and you got them out?
Oh man, it was bad. It was bad. I think they just got them out in September, I think. I had to go over there, the police had to come over there, and they got the guy to leave who they wanted to leave. And I went in the house and there was 2 people in the garage. I was like, and I asked the officer, I was like, hey, is everybody out? He was like, yes, everybody out. So as soon as I walked in there, I called him back, like, hey, everybody ain't out of here, man. There's 2 people on the couch in their sleep. I yelled at them, they ain't waking up. And then some girl came over there and woke the guy up and got him out. I gave him, I don't know, about 45 minutes to get out. I'm like, man, I seen the girl look through the window, so I called the police back over again. And by that time they got there, I guess they thought I was a line or was, bull pointing trying to get them out the house. The police started calling. We walked to the back, and they was like, I don't know, maybe 10 steps into the alley. And she was like, we're leaving. She's like, can I get my stuff? And I was asking for her to press charges and whatnot. I told them no, just let her get her bag. I guess because they were trying to run. I guess she left her bag on the back porch. I think just let her get her bag, man. And yeah, if y'all see them again, do what y'all got to do to press charges or whatever. But yeah, we got them out, and yeah, so I'm slowly. I seen the upstairs little window. I was like, oh God, that window's gone. So I boarded that up too, but yeah, I think there's an ice box in the backyard. Can I haul that to the city or to the dump?
There's people that'll scrap it for you.
You're allowed
Just call
1,000 pounds per month free. Is it 1,000?
Yeah.
It's 1,000 pounds per month free.
Do you take it over here right across the tracks, or do you take it out?
You'll take it out
Outside.
there by the tracks to that little building out there.
Okay.
And then you'll give them your address and they'll put it in the system and it'll show how many pounds you have left or whatever, what you're taking in there, so.
Do I give my personal address, or do I give them that house
You
address?
give them that house
That
address.
house address.
Okay,
I can give you the number, of somebody that'll pick it up.
okay. That'd be great.
So also, I gave you John's card there, and so I encourage you to, once you do the things that he's asked you to do, to give him a call, and y'all meet over there, and that way, the next time we come back in front of the board, John can give them a good report, and we can be done with this. But, so if you'll work with John and get that taken care of.
And I know you're gonna board it up, and you're just talking for the family on this thing, but I look long and hard and consider very much how much you're willing to pay to update this house in order for somebody to live in it, because it's gonna take quite a bit of money. Just looking at the electrical on the back of the building, that won't pass anything.
No.
But I can tell you what it costs to get a new one, because I'm buying one next week.
And so, whatever discussion you have, think in terms of how much you're willing to,
Yes, sir.
to pay on this thing before you do it, because
Get some new service and some repair.
it's really not too livable as it looks. Is it inside?
Inside is, it's not great, but it's not horrible. Like I said, me personally, she got the wood looking paneling up. We technically don't like that. I would just tear it out there and put sheetrock up. That's just me personally. I think it's just better for any family that moves in it anyways.
Well, the other thing is, this is the second time that this house has been before since I've been on here.
Yes, sir.
And I know it has sentimental value, but if you're not taking care of it,
Right.
it's not very sentimental to you. And before long, it keeps coming up to us, then you're gonna wear us out.
Well, that's why I'm trying to take over so I can
I
do
understand.
that. And
And the main thing, just like he said, just get the outside cleaned up.
yes, sir.
And the neighbors will be at least somewhat satisfied if all the junk's cleaned up and it's
Yes, sir.
taken care of.
And stay on top of it to make sure people aren't trying to break back in it
Right.
to squat there.
And that was a problem because she never went by there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I go by there a minimum twice a week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, it'll be good for it to be boarded up and painted and all that, but that also draws attention. Okay, so the longer that you don't have that house occupied,
There's 22 taxes are paid.
the more damages is gonna happen,
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
so.
Aaron, that number there, will you text me sometime this afternoon so I can get your number?
Okay.
And I'll communicate with you later on, okay?
That'll work. That will work.
Okay.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Is there anything else you see, just let me know and I'll get it done quick as I can. You know what I
Like I
mean?
said, the cleaner you keep that up, the more you maintain it, the less they're gonna have to complain about.
Right.
And they'll move on to the next property and I can go deal with those people.
I understand.
So, yeah, let's get you off of there.
This
Yes.
dog, is that one of your squatters or what?
Yes, but the dog is gone. And, and that was another thing, I was like, man, I'm not walking up there. And just food for thought, the big brown dog they had, the sister-in-law took the dog and she had to put the dog to sleep because it ended up biting her brother's kid. So, and I don't know, but yeah, so squatter's out and I will get that paint and border up a little bit better too. And I get that trash out here this month for sure.
What kind of time frame you think it,
Okay, thank you.
you think that you can get that done by, next month?
Oh, yeah.
Beginning of next month?
Yeah, I mean, just the trash and
The boarding it up
the
and
board and
stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, now, we'll close the discussion. Do I have a motion?
Go right ahead.
No, you.
I move we get him till next month and look at it again.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? So be it.
All right.
Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming in.
Appreciate you working with me.
All right, take care of it.
That's what we try to do.
Thank you.
Is there any other business to come before this board? If not, I would entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Do I have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Man, he speaks up.
To go home? All those in favor? All those opposed?
No.
So be it.
Today, 0.01 inches. Shallow Duro Canyon State Park floor 83, humidity 22. Panhandle 77, humidity 26, wind east at 7. Precipitation